Happy new month, guys. February is finally here. I'm super excited for this month and I'm wishing everyone beautiful 28 days in February. You all know what February has for us. Gangam is a month of love somebody. And so this month we're going to be talking a lot more about love, marriages, relationships, and even more sex. Okay, so welcome back, guys, to my channel. If you're just seeing my face for the first time, my name is Ada Adetinji, that military wife. On today's episode, we're going to be talking about reasons why marriages are failing lately. If you're yet to click on the subscribe button, please kindly do so, and also click on the notification bell so that you get the videos as soon as guys, it's no longer news that the divorce rates these days are extremely high. A lot of negative vibes now in our societies today. I'm here to tell you today that there are no two marriages that are alike and similar. There are different things rocking different people's boats called marriages. So I've sampled a couple of opinions from different marriage coaches, marriage counselors, some of my friends, and I've put all those together under 3 categories, and I want to be sharing with you right now, right away. Okay, so one is foundation problem. We can also categorically call this preparation problem. Most times during courtship, most of us turn it into a knacking ground. Like, we feel it is for Nakamura. It is an avenue for you to know your spouse's size. It's an avenue to know how your partner can really ride you on the bed. It's an avenue for you to know how many rounds your partner can go and all of that. Why I agree with you that all those are important, but it is also very important to make meaningful conversation and agree on how your future is going to be like. There are conversations around parenting, conversation around finances, conversation around sex, conversation around career path. There are different things to actually talk about, for you to actually know your partners. Another thing under preparation problem is, people ignoring red flags. A couple of red flags pop up and they are so glaring while you're dating or you're in courtship, and you avoid it because you feel you love your partner, and by the time you enter marriage, you're going to change your partner, and get them to do the right things. Sincerely speaking, it doesn't work that way. It even gets worse than what we were seeing while dating your partner. Yeah, right about that. We're going to be talking about the red flags to avoid in relationships in our next episode. Okay, so another point on the preparation problem is people marrying with very wrong mindsets and people marrying for wrong reasons. Love is not just enough. For people that will tell me, yes, I married him because I love him, it is not enough. Some people marry their spouses because they feel they're going to get financial help from their spouses. And let's take a stroll back to 2020. COVID happened and impacted on lives, impacted on businesses, and then your partner that was once Odobu now has started struggling with his finances, and you're here asking yourself, why am I even married to this broke ass? And people married because of body goals, like their partners have got this very nice figure, flat tummy, nice boobs, and then after 2-3 children, their tummies are protruding after CS. A couple of factors have set in, stress has come in, and your partner is no longer looking as tantalizing as they used to look. And what happens thereafter? A couple of persons have ventured into marriages because they want to pepper their neighbors. They want to pepper their church people. Some people entered into marriages because of family pressure, because of desperation, because of societal pressure. Some people have ventured into marriages because they want to quit being lonely. They are tired of being lonely. So if you're already married today and you're telling yourself, I didn't even consider all these things before getting married, I'm not telling you to jump out of that marriage. There's still time for you to sit down and have meaningful conversation with partners. It might not remedy the situation by 100%, but there is going to be a headway for you and your spouse. Okay, so number 2 here is priority problems, or something I can categorically call the building problems. So yes, I'm married to him, I'm married to her. What next? We've stopped building our marriages. We've stopped prioritizing our marriages. We place our work, we place our children, we place our goals, we place our finances, above our marriages. This is very normal in marriages here today. Like, marriages are being treated like politics in Nigeria, where I come from, where our leaders campaign. After campaigning, where they're eating fufu or eating with children, whining and dining at the orphanages, when they enter the offices, they forget the poor masses. I mean, I can also remember when I was dating my husband. I mean, I wasn't even having a phone then. My husband would construct 2 pages SMS and send to my brother, who will go all the way from school and come and show me. Okay, now I'm married to this guy, and I can't even remember the last time Oga constructed just 1 sentence of love message to me. We've been waiting this up now. And this is not just about my husband. It's very rampant in families today. Key to every good marriage today is intentionality. Whatever happened to good communication without unhealthy arguments where you abuse your spouses? Whatever happened to conflict resolutions without unnecessarily keeping malice with your partner? Whatever happened to date nights? I mean, in 2019, my husband planned a 4-day trip where we went to somewhere very cozy and I enjoyed ourselves, and then I fell pregnant. Whatever happened to sex auditing? I mean, yes, you're already married to your partner and there's need for you to talk about your sex lives. There's need for you to audit how your sex lives have been. Ask your partner questions. Ask your partner to rate you. You as a man, you know, men, you guys have a lot of ego. You feel you're doing it the right way because that was how you were doing it since 1920 that you got married to her. No, there's need for you to ask at every particular point in time how you are doing it and what he or she needs you to do in the other room. There's need for us to normalize talking about our sex life in marriages. Yes, today, and you feel priority problem or this building problem is the major problem you're having in your marriages. It is not late. I am not telling you to jump out of your marriage. There's room for you to place in your marriages above every other thing you've been prioritizing in your home and see it skyrocket to the next level. Okay, so number 3 on the list is protection problems. There is need for us to keep protecting our marriages, our relationships from the outside world. Okay, so the question is, what are we supposed to be protecting our marriages from? Number 1 here for me is emotional affairs. Yes, a lot of couples out there are emotionally connected to people who are not their spouses. In a literal sense, a lot of us are bestifying besties that are opposite sex, who are not our spouses. By the time you get emotionally connected to someone who is not your spouse, to someone who keeps validating you, especially when you share the emotional problems you're having with your spouse, you're draining your home from such intimacies. And number 2 here for me is social media. There's need for you to protect yourself from social media in-laws. When you carry your matter to social media, you seek people's opinion, people that don't actually know what you're going through in your home. Another point here is social media gives you a lot of access to people who are physically not your friends. You see your exes creeping back into your life. You see your classmates creeping back into your lives. You see your church members creeping into your DMs. Number 3 here is there's need for you to protect your marriage from comparisons. This one is actually tough. You want to compare your wife, you want to compare your husband to your ex, you want to compare your husband with your colleague at work, you want to compare your husband with a neighbor, and so have you. We should limit having such comparisons because they're going to harm our marriages. So, guys, we've talked about 3 major problems why marriages are actually failing, and we've also looked at possible solutions. In the next episode, we're going to be talking about the red flags to avoid in relationships. Until that drops, I still remain your faith girl, Ada Adetunji. Thank you, guys. Bye.